Hey guys, Zero here. This is kind of an unorthodox video of mine. I guess because I want to feel like I want to speak my mind on something that's a dead horse. It's BuzzFeed. It is stupid and racist because it's not about Asians being discriminated. It's about white people being discriminated against, which is unfair. And the whole video is racist itself. And I just want to make a response to it. This is kind of inspired by a friend of mine who makes similar videos on YouTube. I'll talk about him later. Anyway, let's get to the meat of this video. BuzzFeed's 26 questions Asian people have for white people.
Why do you think every Asian person is Chinese?
Okay, the assumption here is pretty safe most of the time. I, myself, am actually half Vietnamese, half Chinese. That's surprise, surprise. And it's safer to assume that someone is partly Chinese because a large portion of Asian people are proportionately Chinese because of China being one of the largest populations in the world. And so it's safe to assume. So it's nothing wrong there. I don't find anything wrong. It's just that maybe you might not be, which is just a mistake. Assumptions are bad. Yes, you're making an assumption right here that everyone thinks that every Asian person is Chinese. Bam. Both of you are asses, because assuming makes that an ass out of you and out of me.
Why do you think a film or TV show is diverse just because there are one or two black people in it?
I don't know if anyone just assumes and claims their video or movie, or whatever, their movie diverse because I got a single black person. I'm so diverse. I think directors are more worried about making a good film than saying, oh no, I need to include this person and this minority and this minority and this minority. Like, they're focusing on making an art form more than saying, oh, I need to make these people feel better and relate to the character because of their skin color. They need to be a transsexual helicopter Apache. I totally messed that up. But yeah, exactly that. That's just a stupid idea to try to be so inclusive that you're not focusing on the actual art form.
Why are the awkward nerd characters the only roles available for Asians in film?
I don't think the nerdy is a stereotype, yes, but have you actually seen enough films? Is this just making a really bad assumption? Let's just say, for example, and I don't want to talk about these two films. I will have to mention them again later because of the question. But the one of the videos, movies I really can say that definitely has a badass character would be Kill Bill. Lucy Liu's in it. She's a pretty badass character, I think, in there. And then Dragon Ball. Well, actually, no, that's not bad. Actually, no. Kill Bill's not bad. But Dragon Ball Evolution was bad. It's just that we do have a badass female character for what's his nuts. Bad film, don't want to talk about it.
Why are all of you talking about our penises?
This is, again, making a really bad assumption. I don't know anyone who just talks about penis size all the time.
Why do you think Asians can't be the stars of movies?
I think you want to refer to the last question and my answer. I don't think anyone just assumes someone can't be part of a film. It's a meritocracy, really. You look good? Good. Do you act good? Good. You're gonna be a pretty face, and you're gonna use you to make even more money. That they don't discriminate, really. They just, if you make money, they'll have you.
Why do you think watching Korean dramas and K-pop makes you an expert on Korean culture?
Okay, this is a stupid question. It's like, oh god, this is kind of a cringy thing to think about, but it's like when you have that one weeb. I'm talking actually in a serious sense. Someone who actually is stupid enough to think they know all about like Japanese culture, or even like abandons like their other culture for Japanese culture because they watch anime or read manga. Like, that's a stupid thing to think, and any sane person wouldn't just assume they know everything by watching a culture. Like, I don't know anything about I don't know anything about South Africa by watching any film or movie from South Africa. I don't really know any, unfortunately, but I'm not an expert at all. It's like asking some Asian person who really love like American films, like, oh yeah, why do you think you know all about like American culture by watching American films? Like, that's again, stupid question. I can't believe how pale my face looks because stupid winter. There's not winter, but there's a lot of snow here.
Why do you cast white people to play roles that are meant for Asian people?
Okay, I think this is in light of the that anime movie. Is it an anime movie? I think, yeah, Ghost in the Shell. who's being cast in that? I don't remember right now. She's not Asian, but like it's their film. They can do really whatever they want. I mean, it would be nice to be a little bit more accurate because it is set in Japan, but she's an android. She's been in through different bodies already, so it doesn't really matter that much, honestly. She can look like anything, and it just works, I guess. But again, it's a director, the writer, whatever they want to do, they do what they want. And plus, I can't remember the actress's name, but she is popular. She's pretty. She makes money. Let's cast her. What little no-name Asian star could they cast for that? Like, that's not a good way to sell a film. You need big names to make big money.
Why do you think saying namaste is an appropriate way to greet me?
I don't really know why it's offensive that people do that, because they're trying to understand you or kind of relate to you. I mean, if you don't actually, if you are just like born American and only know that, and you're not just a first generation thing, that makes sense in a way, but don't take offense to that. They just kind of know that this is your bloodline. And again, assumptions are bad. They made an assumption. You're making an assumption that they're trying to be racist. No, no, please.
Why do you think saying ni hao is a good thing to say to us?
I always find it funny though. But I mean, like, most people do it out of a joke. No one actually does that to say, oh yeah, I totally vibe with you because I know like your language. No, that's just stupid. God, I'm sure I can think of like any douches that just like do that to pick up like Asian girls. It's just stupid. Just stop right there.
Why do you think I eat dog?
Oh, that's just... I can't believe this. Okay, it's a stereotype, yes. Defensive, sure. But no one actually assumes, if you're living in Canada, or America, because I'm living in Canada, that you eat like that animal. My dad does have a story about that, and that wasn't a fun story because that was back in Vietnam, though. See, that's back in Asia. No one just assumes that. It's just a funny joke people throw around, and I find it funny, though.
Why do you think that Hindi and Hindu are the same thing?
You know, these words are very similar. People get easily confused. There's one letter off, so that's why they seem so similar. Yes, they are different, but just don't take that so seriously. It's like that misgendering thing. Oh no, that's a whole can of worms I do not want to talk about. That is similar to another can of worms I don't want to talk about, like cultural appropriation or race problems that apparently are prevalent in America.
Why are you so surprised that I can speak English well?
It's surprising, especially if you're foreign, if you're directly from that country. Let's say you're directly from China and you speak English. That's surprising. I mean, generally when you meet someone Asian, they're from that country directly and they don't know English well. I mean, it's again, unsafe assumption, but not exactly wrong.
Why do you always ask me, where are you really from?
Well, funny story. Everyone, except for the Native Americans, are immigrants. So technically, you can ask anyone that question. Don't take offense to it. Plus, it's like, cool, like, what's your bloodline from? Like, I can ask that to any of my white friends. Like, are you, like, part Irish? Are you part Swedish? Maybe? I don't know. Everyone else is from somewhere else other than the Native Americans. I don't know why this is a problem as a question.
Why do you think Indians aren't Asians?
Aha, this is a funny one. This is actually somewhat a legitimate question. But if you think about if you think about the stereotype of an Asian person, you see this. Like, I'll just put a Google search like here, showing like Asian. You usually think of like this small-eyed person, not like this dark skin. I guess you're slightly more rounder faced than us. I guess it just makes sense. Your eyes are also more round. You don't think of those features when you're thinking about anyone who's Indian. I mean, you're more Middle Eastern than anything like that. So, I mean, I've always thought that. It's kind of weird.
Why do you guys think it's okay to call me an immigrant or a foreigner?
That's just really rude. But again, no one sane is rude enough just to call someone a foreigner or immigrant. So this is a really stupid question again. I mean, all these are stupid questions.
Why do you say it's basically the same thing when I tell you I'm from Sri Lanka and not India?
You gotta see my last answer, like one of my last answers, like the China thing, majority population, blah, 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 you look similar, blah, blah, blah. It's racist? No, it's just mistaken assumption, blah, blah, blah.
Why does a person of color automatically mean black to you?
First of all, just as Americans, I want to correct you. It's COLOUR. And second of all, when you think about American history, most of the time when they say people of color or colored people, it usually does refer to black people. Sure, you can actually include Asians and Native Americans and I should say black people, Native Americans, Asian. I don't know. I don't remember the races right now, but yeah, it can, but like it doesn't necessarily always because of historic reasons, and it's not a race problem. Still, it's just like we're trying to want to be included in that. I still hate that phrase, people of color. Seriously.
Why do you think all brown people are Indian?
Because like shift in mood was quick. But you know, all brown people from India, it's a assumption again, kind of like it's a bad assumption. But like the China thing, it's easy. I don't understand why. Again, you're so offended.
Why do you think you deserve a high five for pronouncing my name correctly?
My last name is the hard one. I have one of those last names that pretty hard to pronounce most of the time for people. And one time when I had a sergeant who actually pronounced it correctly, I was so happy. Man, I'm still friends with him. I'm still friends with that guy. It's awesome.
Why do you think including diversity in the workplace reduces the quality of work?
I'm not sure where you're getting this. I would love a citation, you know, like saying like someone who actually believes that somehow a skin color changes how effectively you work. That would be interesting to see.
Why do you think it's okay to call me exotic?
I mean, technically, we're the largest part of the world population, so shouldn't white people be exotic?
Why do you think I can't see properly?
Hold on, guys. I can't see the idiocy of this video. It's right here. Oh.
Why is it weird when all Asian people hang out, but it's fine when all white people hang out?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I've hung out with Asian people. I don't have many Asian friends, but when I do hang out with them, we are weird. Everyone's weird with their friends. I don't know why it's just Asian people being together is weird. White people together being weird. Any group of friends is weird, no matter what race you are together. It's just you're weird.
So tell me, what does a sunburn feel like?
This is not racist. It's not saying like only white people get. Maybe the sun is so racist it's only affecting white people. Oh. But I've had a sunburn. It hurts a lot. It's annoying. It's no, never again do I. I'm careful with the sun.
Why do you keep trying to justify yellow fever?
Okay, yellow fever. Totally, well, not totally real, but somewhat real. Because have you not noticed like some pretty hot Asian people? Just saying. Ladies.
Why are we being stereotyped as cheap or stingy?
Cheap or it's a stereotype, so don't take it seriously. But in a sense, let's just go back to immigration. When someone moves from a different country, not all the time they have enough money to do whatever they want to. So they have to be frugal about what they want to spend their money. They might have to they need time to understand the economy system. So that just makes sense. It's just to be a little frugal.
Why do you think all Asian people are smart? I mean, when I was in high school, there was a Korean valedictorian. No, actually, there was an Indian valedictorian. Damn it. I guess you guys are right. Asians are smart.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not actually that smart. I might be in uni, but I'm not a scholar. At least they answered their own question here. But again, this should be 26, not 27. So your title's wrong and lying. Okay, guys. That's some video I need to edit now, don't I? But yeah, I'm the token character that you need to answer your questions. I'm just like that one guy. I can't remember his Tyler. Yeah, Tyler Preston right over here. I love him. I like his videos. He's a smart guy. I made this video out of inspiration from another friend of mine. I'll link his channel here, although I'm a very small channel. He's a larger channel, but hey, shout out to him. And hey, dude, you wanna return the favor? You wanna do tradesies? No, you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay, you really actually don't have to. But I do thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A little unorthodox, but I mean, I get this feeling in my mind. I feel like I'm much more free doing this actually than I guess. Then I should be more free about what I want to talk about. So this kind of helps that a little bit. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.